Mr. Dharamdev Manraj, Financial Secretary, Mrs. Lisa Singh, UN Resident Coordinator in Mauritius, Mr. Raj Mohabir, Representative of the Indian Ocean Commission, Mr. Thomas, Head WCO Container Control Program, Mr. Bob Van Henpergi, Deputy Head of UNODC Passenger and Cargo Border Team, Mr. Gary Porter, Regional Director, Global Container Control Program, Mr. Arun Singh Ramjani, representing the EU delegation for Mauritius and Seychelles, Mr. Vivekanand Rambaran, Director Customs, Directors of MRA, Mr. Phillips Wood, representing IMF Afritech South, distinguished representatives of the UNODC, our valued partners from the MCCI, Customs, Broker Association, MAX, Mr. Charan Devi, I wish you a warm welcome to the Integrated Customs Clearance Center on the occasion of International Customs Day. The last 2 weeks have been challenging for all of us, but the beauty of Mauritius and its people is the capacity to emerge stronger from the calamities they confront. Ladies and gentlemen, the former President of the US, Harry Truman, once said, and I quote, "In periods where there is no leadership, society stands still. Progress occurs when courageous, skillful leaders seize the opportunity to change things for the better." Today, we have amongst us as our chief guest one such leader, one of the greatest public sector administrators and a result-oriented leader that this country has ever produced, Mr. Dharamdev Manraj, our current Financial Secretary. Mr. Manraj has been at the service of our country for almost half a century. I believe that one of the finest tributes to his visionary and leadership qualities is on Wikipedia, where he is designated as the mastermind behind most of the major projects in Mauritius, including the development of Mauritius as a cyber island with the setting up of the Ebin Cyber City, the establishment of independent authorities such as the MOBAA, now known as the Financial Service Commission, the State Investment Corporation, Mauritius Leasing Company Limited, National Transport Corporation, amongst others. Distinguished Mr. Manraj, it has always been my desire to invite you as chief guest in one of our functions to acknowledge your contribution to the development of Mauritius. Your contribution enriching the life of each and every Mauritian citizen. And it is my firm conviction that as citizens of this country, we also have to recognize our finest top civil servants who devote almost their entire life, work day and night, all year around to make this country prosper. Ladies and gentlemen, it has become a tradition for MRA to celebrate the International Customs Day on January 26 every year. Let us not forget that MRA custom is part of the essential services working diligently all year round. As a matter of fact, I will recall the discovery of a newborn baby in the toilet of an Air Mauritius flight by our officers on 1st of January 22. And let us not forget the interception of rupees 15.4 million of drugs on 2 Kenyan passengers on the 31st of December 2023. The narcotics were astutely concealed in their wigs, which were craftily stitched to their heads. Director Customs has elaborated on our achievements at MRA Customs. Our custom officers are our frontliners who play an important role in facilitating trade efficiently and in protecting our borders from organized drug dealers, commercial fraudsters, and from the entry of goods representing a threat to our citizens. They are also responsible in maintaining the flow of goods across world's border. So on the occasion of the International Customs Day, let me extend a big thank you to all our customs officers for the job being done under the leadership of our director, Mr. Vivekanand Rambaran. But, ladies and gentlemen, to be able to work diligently and efficiently, we need support, modern equipment and infrastructure, human resources, etc. And at the MRA, both in tax and customs operations, we are blessed with latest state-of-the-art technology equipment, buildings, body scanners, interceptor boats, and recently we have recruited a batch of new customs officers. There's no better evidence of government support to the MRA than this new state-of-the-art RCC building. The only missing element was a revenue house for our tax officers. This has also been addressed through the personal intervention of Mr. Manraj. Thank you, sir. The start of the construction of the revenue house is expected this year. To mark the International Customs Day each year, WCO Secretariat dedicates a theme to reflect on and act upon it during the whole year. The theme of this year is Customs engaging traditional and new partners with purpose. The motive behind the theme is a call for WCO members to reassess their engagement strategies, both by deepening their existing partnerships, ensuring they remain robust, relevant, and mutually beneficial, and by forging new alliances that will bring fresh perspectives and innovative solutions to challenges of the ever-evolving customs landscape. This implies actively seeking and establishing connections with non-traditional stakeholders such as financial institutions, environmental organizations, non-government organizations, and academic institutions, amongst others. Ladies and gentlemen, the launching of new projects has now become the epitome of International Customs Day celebrations at MRA. This provides us the ideal opportunity to reiterate our commitment towards continuous improvement of MRA services, facilitation of legitimate trade, reinforcement of control and pledge for our fight against illicit drug trafficking. I am pleased to announce that this year we are publishing the third edition of the time release study, which is a vital tool of the WCO to measure the actual time taken for the clearance of goods from the time of arrival until the physical release of cargo. The TRS enables us to identify bottlenecks in the trade flow process and take the necessary measures to improve customs clearance time in line with our strategic objective to facilitate trade. It's to be noted that there have been net improvements in the clearance process for TRS 2023. This is due to bottlenecks identified in previous reports and the necessary corrective measures that we have taken. For instance, as compared to 2020, in 2023, it takes 10 hours less to clear a container from the time of its arrival till its clearance by customs. Ladies and gentlemen, on this auspicious day, the UNODC and MRA are also signing the letter of offer and acceptance for the setting up of port control unit at the Customs House, Port Louis. This project falls under the purview of the UNODC WCO Container Control Program, which aims at building capacity in improving risk management, supply chain security, and trade facilitation in seaports, airports, and land border crossings in order to prevent the cross-border movement of illicit goods. I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude to the UNODC for providing the necessary IT equipment, office furniture, search tools, and security equipment. I also seize this opportunity to thank UNODC, EU, WCO, and other institutions for the vital support they are constantly providing to Mauritius and for partnering with us in preventing cross-border movement of illicit goods. MRA has gratefully benefited from training by experts from the UNODC, as well as training facilities such as the Ship-in-a-Box facility handed over to MRA in November last year. I sincerely hope to forge our excellent relationship with the UNODC further in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, to mark the International Customs Day, it's customary for MRA, like custom administrations worldwide, to award WCO certificates of merit to custom officials and representatives of the public and private sectors, including our traditional as well as new partners who have demonstrated their commitment to the 2024 theme. Dear awardees of the WCO Certificate of Merit, I wish to congratulate you and also thank you heartily for your contribution to the advancement of customs in Mauritius. I hope that you will continue the good work and that you will inspire other officers and partners of customs in this direction in the future. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for your attention. Once again, I wish you all a happy International Customs Day.